So, guys, first topic of the night is we're gonna go over protein sources and what to look for. Okay, because
that's a good one. That's a real good one.
you can get protein from a bunch of shit, right?
Yeah.
However, where you're getting it from, what you're getting it from, that does
Matters.
make a difference. You don't want to be fucking scammed by all these companies just adding a bunch of bullshit into their products and saying, "Oh, it's the best out there for you. We're number one rated in the market." Yep, no, you're probably not. Quality over quantity. Quality, you need to focus on the quality of the product that you're putting into your body. As with most things in life, guys, I mean, the number one protein source that you're going to get is going to be from food, okay? It's going to be red meats. It's going to be eggs.
Yeah.
Fucking right.
Just to let you guys know, little side note, you guys don't need supplements.
Damn
if
right.
you're eating your proper meals,
Yeah.
you don't really need supplements,
You don't
man.
really need protein powder.
No.
Fish, I do a lot of salmon and a lot of tuna. I mean,
Man,
it's just
salmon is one of the best
protein-rich
fucking things you can
sources, guys. And also for our vegan or vegetarian viewers, there are
Ew.
Sadly.
You guys are fucking gross, though. But hey,
there are plenty of sources
Stupid woman.
for you guys as well. There are a bunch of plant-based protein powders. You know, if you don't want to have meat, that's fine. There's plenty of protein sources. Nuts, you got the protein powder. Soy is also another good source of protein as well for those of you that are not consuming meat.
Soy boys.
Carnivore dog, me. Fuck.
Yeah, so Isaac, what would be your number one source of protein being on the carnivore diet?
Steak and eggs, man. That's what I do. Air fry my steak. Make
Okay.
some eggs.
So what if I can't afford steaks every day of my life? Then what?
Chicken is way more affordable. You can get chicken at Costco, you know, for like $5 a chicken, you know, and
What
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of
chop it
especially
up,
Costco.
mix
what kind of chicken are you talking about?
rotisserie chicken at Costco.
Rotisserie chicken. Okay.
yeah,
It's-
some nice rotisserie action.
Technically it's seasoned, but I still season my shit when I bring it home.
It's still good, man.
Pork chops
It's
are
still
pretty
good.
are pretty affordable.
Basically, what I'm trying to say, guys, is not every protein is created equal.
Okay, definitely not.
The industry is full of scammers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's just like supplement people as well. It's why you walk in a supplement store and you see all these kinds of different brands and they're selling this and that. It's all for sales. It's all for their own company. It's none of it is FDA fucking approved and none of that stuff.
Yeah, no, not FDA
It's just for
approved.
sales, dude. You can go to Walmart
None
and
of
get a
it's
fucking whey
regulated.
protein,
You can
$20.
You can, but the thing is, and that's what I want to talk about scam wise. So, I was talking to a good friend of mine. I'll shout him out. His name's Chris. He's very knowledgeable in the supplements and as far as nutrition goes as well.
Mm-hmm. So what does he have to say?
So he was telling me that, you know, just because your favorite protein says whey isolate with 40 grams per serving, if you will, doesn't mean that it's 40 grams of whey isolate per serving.
Mm-hmm.
Whey isolate can have literally 2 or 3 grams of isolate and the rest be a blend of cheap, useless protein, basically as like a filler.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's almost kind of like saying something is farm raised or like free range or whatever. You know, they let the chickens out of the coop for like 2 or 3 feet and then they put them right back.
Right.
back.
Yeah, that's
That's
considered free range.
cage-free or
It could be
something.
free range.
I want to talk
You-
about that shit later.
You know, so you really got to do the research for your products, and I'm really glad I was talking to him about this because he really broadened the horizon for me as far as this goes. Because if you know me, I like the best bang for my buck, but I also every now and then I should do it more often, but every now and then I do like to put emphasis on the quality of the nutrition supplements I'm putting into my body.
right.
I found that what works for me. But you know, talking to him about it really opened my eyes because I don't know everything. But
Nobody does.
I would like to, you know, I think I know more than maybe the average person. So I'm up here trying to tell you guys my experiences and what I know and what I think, so I can help you viewers and listeners come to a conclusion and make a choice.
Yeah. Basically, broaden your horizons and your opinions.
Yeah.
Open up your mind a little bit, and not listen to Mr. Olympias all the time. You know. They're
So
on a different level.
something
of
I
things
wanted to hit
very
here
much.
is. Oh, hang on, I fucked up. Dude, shut up. So let's just say your favorite protein powder contains 90% of pure whey, as opposed to concentrate containing around 80-ish percent. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What a lot of companies will do and hide behind is when you look at the ingredients, they contain a whey isolate blend or a proprietary protein blend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? They're giving you a lesser quality protein because they're giving you a ton of fillers and bullshit, but they can market it. They can label it and put it out to market as whey protein isolate, just because it technically contains some whey protein.
So it meets like
isolate.
a standard,
Right,
basically.
right.
Exactly. Kind of like what I was saying, with the eggs and the
That goes for
chickens.
food. Yeah, honestly, food products in general, they can only put so much natural stuff in it and consider it like, oh, this is 70% natural or whatever it is, and they can label that on the box or the package or whatever because the standards it meets. It doesn't mean that it's actually that, but it's because of the standards it has. In
100%.
regards of legal advertising.
And that also goes into beef. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a
that too.
lot
Yes.
of. I hate the word misconception, but I feel like that's what I want to say here. There's a lot of misconception about where you're getting your beef from. It. And Isaac, I know you're doing the whole carnivore diet.
Yeah, right.
Or the carnivore lifestyle. So I want you to chime in on this too. Give me your opinion here. Just because USDA, okay, it's really all a scam. Yes, no, maybe. Let's talk about it. So USDA, the majority of our beef doesn't even come from America. They're allowed to import it super cheap and throw a USDA label on it as long as some part of the packaging process happened in America.
Mm-hmm.
So again, that's tying into what we were talking about with the protein, the concentrate. Just because it has a little percentage of something that they go, bam,
Like I said,
here it is.
none of that stuff is FDA approved, by the way. Those supplements on the market, they're not FDA approved.
No.
So they can get away with anything.
So we get our beef for example, we're talking about beef. We're getting it imported, and then we're processing it here in the States. So yeah, you can put a USDA label on it. Maybe we're getting the beef from Mexico or Brazil or I don't know, any other country that has fucking cattle.
China.
Okay? China. So something to look forward to, guys, when you're out in the market looking for protein sources. Do some research on brands and companies. Make a conclusion that way. That could be that's probably what my number one goal here is to get to you guys is not necessarily what to pick, because everyone likes something else, but do your research. See what you like. Find what you like. Stick with it as long as you want. Just keep in mind what you're putting into your body, because not everything is as what it seems.
So right off the bat, though, most people, especially in America, and we live in the United States, most people that we know around us, they are just eating fast food. And guess what? Most fast food meats are so processed garbage, so low quality meat that right off the bat, people are just eating crap, right? I shop at different stores. I shop at good. Here's the thing. I'm on a carnivore diet. It's not easy to really process meat. They just make it expensive, right? But we were talking last episode about going to a butcher. That way you get a real bang for your buck. Because a lot of times you go to different grocery stores, you see the prices of meat. It's like highway robbery, right? It's so expensive. But
I saw a dozen eggs for like $13.99.
yes, yeah, right.
What the fuck?
Right.
That's fucking criminal.
Go to your local farmer, dude.
I mean,
to get your eggs.
God.
Man,
Like
what a
you'll
bunch
be
of
surprised,
rapists.
dude. How much you can just if you go to the person. Here's the thing: there's so many middlemans in with these companies that by the time it hits your hands, it's $13.99 for
it's
fucking
been-
12 eggs. You go to the guy himself. Go straight to the source. Straight to the source.
to the farmland.
My
Straight
mom,
to the source.
my own mom and dad, they have like
Right.
120 fucking chickens. I swear to God, they have that many.
Right.
They're selling eggs from their chickens for like $5 a dozen.
And that's
I've
fresh
tried-
poop too.
I've tried-
That's fresh
from
poop.
the goddamn
I've tried
chicken.
those eggs, and guess what? Those are the best eggs that still to this day I've ever had.
Because they can't get any more fresh.
Right.
Bro, you cannot.
There's
When it
shit on-
comes
there's
to
shit
food,
on the
veggies,
shelves.
You cannot be fresh.
There's shit on the
There's
shelves.
nothing to it.
Like nature intended. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, you go get eggs at the store. It's going to be clean, it's going to be polished. But
Yeah.
if you get low quality eggs,
fabrication.
it's gonna be less nutrients in the eggs. I recommend getting like eggs. If you're gonna get good quality eggs, it's gonna be expensive if you get at the grocery store. Brown blue eggs are probably one of the best eggs to get. Amber yolk eggs are really, really one of the best creamy, tasty eggs. But go straight, straight
Makes
to
me
the
think of my
fucking.
nut.
Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck
Fuck
you're
off.
talking about. I'm gonna
No,
be
no,
creamy
I
eggs,
do,
man.
yeah, because I know what I'm talking about.
Creamy eggs.
Yeah, amber yolk eggs are really creamy eggs. Like, these guys might not know.
She's my little toasted strudel.
What the fuck are you talking about? What the who?
Bro, nothing. Continue, man.
No, I gotta
Talking
give
about your creamy
you,
eggs.
you give me a round of applause,
I
bro.
want to
'cause,
hear,
like,
I want to hear
17
creamy
seconds
eggs.
of clapping.
no, let's give him a round of applause. Here,
That's
please.
a long time.
I'm gonna give it to you too.
I still did not come yet.
Okay, all right.
No, we did.
So, yeah, so there's a lot to talk about eggs. You know, we can dive into it at a different time.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm on a carnivore diet. It's hard to process meat. So we're talking about processed foods, right? Most people they eat fast food. Most people eat fast food all day.
What does it even mean to be processed?
Over
that?
Yeah,
Oh,
because anything that like
that's a broad term.
well, here's the thing though.
All I
like,
mean is processed.
your doctor will tell you, he'll tell you avoid processed foods. What the fuck does that mean?
What is not processed?
I was asking you, Isaac. Fuck.
Yes, yeah. It's hard to process meat. So if meat is cut off an animal, I can't really consider it processed. Some people might say, "Oh, eggs is processed." No, it's
How do you
not.
think the meat is fucking cleaned?
something that's like man-made, something that's like it's formed into a different.
Let me put it into simple terms for you.
Go ahead.
When you talk about processed food, okay, that is when you alter it from its natural original state.
Right.
Okay. Those of you that are out there going, oh, all the chemicals, oh, it's processed.
Isn't process just cleaning it? Doesn't the meat go through some sort of factory, some sort of cleansing process? They don't just cut it off and be like, here, let me package this shit raw.
Well, here's an example based off that. You go out, you hunt a deer, you know.
Yes.
You shoot a buck.
Yes,
okay,
my father.
okay, cool. Bring it
used to
home,
hunt.
hang it up. You field dress it. You skin it. You know. You cut out some fucking back straps. Is that considered processed?
No.
I guess it's a
that's also
controversial kind
natural
of thing.
action.
Right.
But everything that
It's
is being
still-
served in
It's still being
store
processed,
is that
right.
is that like that
So
that way, that natural way of it.
I
Like,
guess
hey,
it's very
So the answer to my question
We
is
hunted that
no,
shit,
that's
and-
not processed. That is nature. That is a natural thing.
yeah, no,
that's
that
gonna
is
happen.
absolutely 100% natural.
Okay. Now, when you're adding chemicals to it, when you're putting it through machine 1,
Which I'm
and
saying,
machine 2,
store-bought
and machine
stuff.
3,
Right,
and
right.
you're adding fillers
Exactly.
and food coloring and
Just like
you know,
bacon. Bacon has
carcinogens. And,
a lot of shit in it.
Yeah,
that
that's-
changes the color of it.
that's
Otherwise,
really
it would be actually
processed.
naturally gray. That's how bacon looks naturally.
And also, just curious, do you think that fast food has some type of addictive property in it because it is
Yeah.
processed?
A lot of fat and sugar.
Do you think they add addictive properties like okay, so somebody that smokes or vapes, nicotine, okay, right? That's an addictive
yeah,
property.
it is,
Do you
right.
think they add something to fast food that gives it that
that could be like
addiction,
a
craving kind of chemical reaction in somebody's brain.
I feel like that falls into like conspiracy theory, but that could be really true though.
I don't think
maybe.
so.
I think that
because
think that could be a rabbit hole.
Think about like the buffets, right? That would like add
Ew.
like food fillers
Old
and stuff.
Country buffet.
Ugh.
They add food fillers,
Fuck me.
Coyote Canyon. If you know, you know.
right?
Don't be eating
R.I.P.
at
Coyote Canyon.
Don't be eating at buffets.
They add stuff in their
Fucking
food to
nasty.
make it. Well, you get they added stuff in their food, man.
The reason is, I think
manipulating
this stuff was very hard to come by many years ago. So the thing is, people become addicted to this shit nowadays because it's on every corner. Fat and sugars were very hard to come by. So now that they're there at a grocery store, at a restaurant, at a fast food place, people want to indulge in these things. Okay, scientifically speaking, from an evolutionary standpoint. That's why I think it's so... well, I'm going to say we're in America, so a lot of people's eyes, very addictive. I'm not going to say they, like Billy, I think that's a good conspiracy. However, I don't think it's necessarily true. I think the food sells itself because this shit, it's highly addictive in ways.
I 100% think
That's a
that.
fair
Eat it
point.
before.
That's a fair point. It's just something I've always wondered.
Yeah.
Because how is it that I could be just, going on about my fucking day, and then suddenly I get hungry, and the first thing I think about is maybe, ooh, I want Taco Bell. Or,
Yeah,
ooh,
see,
I want
that's a lot of your, that's a
that,
lot of the human evolution, the fat and sugar instincts playing in that part. I don't think about that stuff. Even though I do eat it, not gonna lie.
That's not me.
Sure, I don't.
Like when I was a teenager, in like high school, man, hell yeah, I wanted Taco Bell every fucking day.
Bro, fucking
Right, yeah,
what
me
teenager
too.
doesn't, right?
Right.
But I guess my point is,
There's something in that food.
there's something in the food that keeps us drawn back to
dude,
it.
it's like saying chips. Why the fuck are people addicted to snacks? Like, I'm not addicted to snacks.
I
I don't know why others are.
I-
Because I think it's that scientific evolution kicking in. That shit was hard to come by millions of years ago, dude. And
No.
now that it's available, it's readily available, like close by, next door, that you could just go and grab it.
This is why
And
I
it's
think.
easy for
This is why I
people.
think the fucking food pyramid was the biggest scam ever. Scientists were really paid to fucking make people believe this is a fucking way of eating.
Yeah. That is true. Scientists
Because-
are easily swayed, but also
Big
scientists have to
there was
sell
some. There was a
something in
couple of
order
scientists
to,
pay off to say that this is legit.
yeah.
Because as the population grew in this society, and billions of people started to come, the population got bigger and bigger, so they had to figure out how to feed people, right? So
Yeah. At
meat,
a
you can't
productive rate.
right, because like there's so much meat you can get, right? But there's so much more carbohydrates you can produce versus meat. So they started to tell people, okay, eat carbohydrates and sugar. And now you look around you, everyone that's overweight is overweight because they're eating carbohydrates and sugar. So people think they need to eat carbohydrates. They need vegetables. There's a reason why you eat vegetables and you don't want the vegetables.
I do sort of agree with that.
You really
but, like,
don't want
if
your body. Your body wants meat. Your body
If you look at me and Billy, we eat
craves
carbs,
it.
we eat
You don't
sugar.
crave
but, like,
vegetables.
we're not overweight.
Okay.
at
So
least.
Well, I am fucking heavy, but
Well, you're big, dude. You're tall. You're 6 something.